What the heck is biophilia and why should you care about it? That's the topic of today's video, along with 3 design styles that have elements of biophilia as part of their aesthetic. Hey everyone, welcome to Balance and Rhythm. My name is Liz, I'm an interior designer, and I help people create happy, healthy spaces. So what is biophilia? Biophilia is the idea that human beings have the innate desire to connect with nature and with other forms of life. The term was first used by psychoanalyst Erich Fromm, who described biophilia as a love of life and all that is alive. Biologist Edward O. Wilson later proposed that it's the genetic tendency of humans to focus on nature and to connect with other life forms. So why is biophilia important? Studies show that contact with and representations of the natural world help humans in cognitive function, physical health, and psychological well-being. Incorporating biophilic elements in interior design can be done directly and indirectly. The direct experience of nature involves physical contact or views of elements like air, water, fire, and access to natural light, outdoor views, indoor plants, and interactions with animals. To incorporate natural elements, use natural ventilation whenever possible or use fans to simulate a cool breeze. Fountains, water features, and aquariums can bring in the water element, and fireplaces, candles, and fire tables or fire pits on the patio can bring in the fire element. Plan to maximize natural light, which is so important for keeping us healthy through regulation of our moods and circadian rhythm. Also maximize access to views of gardens, trees, and if you're lucky, wildlife. Bring the outdoor in by incorporating plants that clean the air of volatile organic compounds and provide oxygen. And last but not least, let's not forget about our pets. Research shows that simply petting an animal decreases the stress hormone cortisol while increasing levels of the feel-good hormone oxytocin. And it's not just a one-way street. Our pets benefit in these ways from our love and attention. The indirect experience of nature is a representation of the natural world through materials, colors, patterns, and images. Examples of this type of biophilic experience are natural materials like wood, metal, stone, and natural fibers, natural colors, earth, sky, and ocean tones, naturalistic shapes and forms, curved shapes in furniture and decor items, and images of nature in artwork like paintings, photos, and sculpture. No matter what design style you prefer, you can incorporate these biophilic elements into your interiors. But here are a few that have these elements as part of their aesthetic. Scandinavian design is characterized by clean, simple lines, minimalism, and functionality, but not at the expense of comfort and natural beauty. Another characteristic of Scandinavian design is bright, airy spaces filled with natural light and access to views. Scandinavians deeply value nature and spend time outdoors, and this is reflected in natural materials used like wood floors, lighter wood tones for furniture, sculptural pieces inspired by nature, and of course, live plants. Japandi style is closely related to Scandinavian design and shares many of the same principles. It's the combination of Scandinavian functionality and Japanese rustic minimalism, and is influenced by the ancient Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi. Wabi-sabi embraces the idea that there is beauty in imperfection and a way of life that values slow living, contentment, and simplicity. The biggest difference is that Japandi style focuses on the use of natural materials in a deeper, richer palette with more contrast. Cottagecore takes its cue from more traditional styles and embraces a simpler, sustainable existence that's in harmony with nature. Aesthetically, it's a nostalgic nod to the traditional romantic English countryside style. The cottagecore aesthetic is characterized by natural finish materials, natural color palettes with neutrals and warm tones. It brings in natural elements like dried flowers, fresh flowers, and houseplants, and takes inspiration from history in the use of vintage or vintage-inspired furniture and decor. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how you incorporate nature into your spaces. I would love to know. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.